how's it going? I'm Devesh and today on my channel Sailor Cinema, I'm going to review Satyamev Jayate. How exactly does one go about making a vigilante film in Bollywood? I'll tell you. Your film must feature a wronged hero who goes about taking the law into his own hands. There has to be a flashback sequence depicting what exactly went wrong. Throw in a righteous cop who's hot on the hero's trail. Oh, and there has to be a mandatory scene where the cop announces on television that he's out to catch the hero. And guess what? The hero just happens to be watching that televised interview and then decides to meet the cop under some pretext. The two then become buddies, with the hero occasionally chipping in some subtle hints as to his true identity. It is only in the pre-climactic moments when the cop realizes that 2 and 2 make 4 and the cat and mouse chase ensues. Satyamev Jayate follows this tried and tested formula to the T. Another cliche that the film suffers from is what every John Abraham action entertainer suffers from. There has to be at least one shirtless scene showcasing the actor bathed in blood, beating his adversaries to a fine pulp, breaking things with his brute force, and then screaming with such force that you think the actor just suffered from a bout of what I would like to call as the Sunny Deol complex. Now to be fair, John Abraham fits perfectly in his role as a merciless vigilante, delivering his dialogues with a growling intensity, gazing eyes into his opponents with a deadly stare, and using his iron fist to pummel them into submission. The actor transforms himself yet again into a killing machine and seems to be quite in his comfort zone. Manoj Bajpayee's character is given a strong emotional arc and the actor is left to do with the bulk of the dramatic scenes. Thankfully, he does not ham his way through like the way he did in this year's Bajpayee 2. What's surprising, however, is that for a massy entertainer, the makers decide to throw in a half-decent plot. A lackluster and predictable first half makes way for a somewhat engaging second half that amplifies the drama quotient. There are a couple of good twists which frankly no one can see coming. The action scenes are brutal, the violence gratuitous. At no point do you believe in the hero's cause for seeking out frontier justice. The makers, however, decide to justify the hero's wrongful actions by outright painting his victims as the worst kind of lecherous beings. There are simply no grey areas. Now one can understand the escapist nature of the vigilante film genre, but to actually showcase a scene showing an outpouring of public opinion across news channels that justify the hero's actions, that was something which I personally failed to connect at any level. Unapologetically commercial in its treatment and powered by the performances of its two lead actors, Satyamev Jayate does manage to throw in a few good punches, but ultimately it is not enough to save the film from being drowned under the weight of innumerable cliches under its own film genre. I'm going with 2.5 out of 5.